So for the past week or so in Matt LaFleur's press conferences, lots of the reporters were asking him when it came to playing starters in the final preseason game, if he was going to do it or if he was not going to do it. And he said he hadn't really decided up to that point. But today he came out in his press conference and said he made his decision. And that is that the starters will not be playing in the final preseason game versus the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday. And I think when you look at last year, with the Packers deciding to hold out lots of their players or most of their starters throughout preseason, then we come in week one, get absolutely destroyed by the New Orleans Saints, and people were questioning, okay, was that a bad idea? Were the players rusty because they weren't playing in preseason? And I think that definitely could have been the case. But today when Matt LaFleur was explaining his decision, he was basically saying it's sort of just like the risk to reward. Like you don't want to really risk your player getting injured out there when the game doesn't matter. At the same time, I could see why you would start the guys because you want them to get the rust off. But I think either way, I can see why it would be a good decision. Because if you go out there, let's say you start your starters, a guy like breaks his leg or like tears his ACL, you're like, shoot, I shouldn't have started him. But at the same time, if you come in week one and you're rusty, you could say, oh man, we should have played those guys. So I think either way, you'll probably get some criticism. Like if the Packers come in week one and get absolutely, destroyed like they did last year, which hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think it will. But we are facing the Vikings week one. They still have a solid team. If that happens, there could be people saying, okay, LaFleur, you should have, started these players in preseason. And maybe it would have helped. At the same time, he doesn't want to risk injury, which I honestly understand. And that also means that Jordan Love will get another time, another game to pretty much play most of the game. We saw last game, he played a majority of the snaps. Dillon Elliott got like 6 or 8 passes, something like that. I think it was 1 actually. That was the first game. I think he had 1 last game. But Love will have another opportunity to come in there and sort of develop and show what he has, and I'm excited to see that. So one more preseason game, and then we will be coming to the season. But that is what LaFleur had to say. If you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, Luke_Beller. That's all I got for you guys.